Hi, this is Dr. Lucas Brazil. I have the largest YouTube channel in the world about trichology with over 108 million views. In order to bring information and tips about hair loss, skincare, aesthetics, and health to the whole world, I create a version with videos in English. Welcome and enjoy. Today I want to talk to you about something very important, which is that what you can do to avoid baldness, how you're going to avoid a future problem, and even avoid a hair transplant that costs thousands of dollars. It's very important for you to prevent it. Early treatment is the best way always. It's amazing how young people are getting bald earlier nowadays, both men and women. It's very common to see boys with less hair than their parents. This is what happened to me too. I had less hair than my father, who is 30 years older than me. I was very bald at a young age. One of the reasons is the genetic influence of my family. My grandfather was already bald like my uncles. At the time I had no knowledge about baldness, so I ended up spending a fortune in hair transplantation. So with the tips I am about to tell you today, you might avoid expensive treatments and even hair transplantation in the future. The sooner we treat, the better it gets. The hormonal change due to our environment, stress, all of this will make the hair thinner earlier. And these were the tips for us to prevent the problem to reach the level in a scientific proven way. The first of all is let's talk about food. For prevent baldness, you should always consume organic products. Nowadays, a chicken takes around 40 days to be on your dinner table, to the birth to grow, and the slaughter to become meat. For that to happen in 40 days, farmers use lots of hormones in that chicken meat, and when we eat that, it ends up becoming pro-hormones that will cause problems not now, but in the future. This happened with chicken, beef, milk, eggs, which use growth hormones. So everything we can use for organic, the hormones are not used better. Otherwise, it accumulates for over the years throughout life, causing baldness and worse problems. For example, changing the prostate and also cancer due to these hormones. Also in relation to organics, we can mention vegetables here. Nowadays, with so much transgenic and indiscriminate use of pesticides, all this can generate baldness. In the United States, it's very interesting that several markets do not sell types of foods anymore, only organic foods, all safe and healthy. The second tip to prevent baldness is to take care of the stress. Nowadays, since childhood, we are exposed to stress. Get trafficked to go to the school, video games, sleep late, many problems, and we grow and cultivate that stress. Stress releases a hormone called cortisol, which in small amounts cause hair not to grow, and the larger quantities causes hair to ignite, fall, and die. Baldness has several factors today. There's a lot of talk about multifactorial alopecia, one of them which is stress. Also very important at this point to have a good night of sleep, at least 8 hours a day. Every time we sleep, we release a hormone called GH, which is a hormone that stimulates the hair growth, which prevents baldness and also reduces the level of cortisol, which is the hormone that inflames the follicle. Now if you like to go to the gym, I'm going to tell you a list of supplements you should avoid. You should not use creatine, tribulus terrestris, fenugreek, prohormonals, and anabolic steroids, especially those that are known to cause hair loss such as stanozolol. You must be careful. What is the point of getting stronger and with no hair? This substance stimulates DHT, causing hair to become thin and weak. And if you tend to have thin hair and baldness, it will stimulate. I recorded a video about each component and how you should avoid it. Now it's very important for those who are wearing a cap to squeeze baldness, guys. If you tend to baldness, you need to avoid wearing a cap, helmet, and hat. Whenever the scalp becomes stuffy, it detects this pressure. The local heat also stimulates the production of sebum by the sebaceous gland, concentrating, and in addition to that, many other toxins in the scalp. So if you want to prevent baldness or keep it from getting worse, you must avoid wearing a cap. For example, who work on a motorcycle and have to use the helmet all day, a cool tip is to put a tissue below and then the helmet. Every time you rub the helmet, instead of rubbing your scalp, generally increases sebum production and inflammation, it will rub with the paper, not generate this kind of inflammation. Another very important tip to prevent baldness is to wash your hair daily with the coolest water possible. Every time you wash your hair with hot water, it stimulates the production of DHT, inflammation, and oiliness. So you have to be careful. So don't spend hours with the hot water on your head. It will get worse and you almost avoid to many days without washing your hair too. The oil is not good for the scalp. Some people that say wash their hair, but their hair falls out. The hair that falls in the bath, it would already falls. So you can wash it properly without any fear. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to receive our new videos every week. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We have many other tips there too. Would like to know more about our products? Check our website eclairworld.com. I am Dr. Lucas Fuscinani. Thanks for watching. See you in the next videos.